Okay, so for today's class, we're going to be reviewing some of the stuff we already did. For learning intention, we are learning how to solve one-step equations. And for success criteria, we're just going to be looking at applying the distributive property. All right, this is something we've done already. Like I said, we'll go through some stuff, we'll do some desmos, and then we'll work on the worksheets that we have. Again, this is going back on standard 8EE7. All right, so when we talk about the distributive property, we talk about dispersing whatever variables on the outside to the variable that's on the inside. So for example, if I have 2x plus 6. If I'm applying the distributive property, I have to take all the values on the outside and multiply it by all the values on the inside. So I go 2 times x and 2 times 6. So then when I do that, I end up with 2x, because 2 times x is 2x, and then 2 times positive 6 is positive 12. That's basically applying the distributive property. If you look at another example, if we have 2 times 4 plus 3. If I'm applying the distributive property, whatever numbers on the outside, I have to multiply it by all the numbers on the inside. 2 times 4 and 2 times 3. So then this gives me 8, because 2 times 4 is 8. And then 2 times 3 is 6, which equals out to 14. Let's do one more example, and then we'll turn it up a notch and put in a little bit harder question. So, y times 3 plus 8. If I'm doing the distributive property, I have to multiply each term on the outside by each term on the inside. See, I just go ahead and draw my arrows. 3 times y is 3y, and y times 8 is 8y. All right, we're not necessarily looking at combining like terms yet, so let's just leave our answers like that for now. I'm going to do one more. 7 times z plus 2. I'm just going to go ahead and draw my arrows. That's the first thing I do. Whatever's on the outside, I draw my arrows to whatever's on the inside. So since there are 2 terms inside, I draw my arrows to both terms. So this gives me 7z plus 7 times 2 is 14. Let's look at something a little bit, I wouldn't say harder, just takes a longer time. So if I have 8 times x plus y plus 2. Whatever's on the outside, I'm going to multiply it by what's on the inside. I'm going to go ahead and draw my arrows. And since there are 3 terms inside, I have to draw 3 arrows. 8x plus 8 times y is 8y plus 8 times 2 is 16. And then that's my answer. Let's do one more. Negative 3 times 4 plus z plus x. First thing I do is I draw my arrows from the outside term to each term inside. Now I multiply through 12. So then I multiply negative 3 times positive 4. It's negative 12. Negative 3 times a positive z is negative 3z. And then negative 3 times a positive x is negative 3x. That's it. So we're not talking about the distributive property. Whatever term is on the outside, we have to multiply it by whatever term is on the inside. If we have 2 terms on the outside, it means that we have to multiply 2 terms on the outside by whatever is on the inside. Okay? This is very simple. Let me know if you have any questions. And again, if we go back to what our success criteria was for today, it states that we're going to be able to apply distributive property when we're solving one-step equations. So our goal is to be able to apply the distributive property when we're solving equations. With that said, let me know if you have any questions. Stop.